That's why I've been getting into Western a lot. Like, I used to always love 80s countries, like called Outlaw country.
Okay.
It's like, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, like those guys. And then it got weird, and I did like some of the newer stuff in the 90s when we were like in high school, but it just wasn't as cool as these like guys talking about just like drunk rambling around, And but it's like coming back now, and it's weird because like rock and all that shit just seemed to kind of die off a bit, and hip hop is like the new pop. Like hip hop is all the young kids I feel like listen to hip hop.
Yeah, you're right. There's no alternative, right?
No, like we at least had like kind of a split. You had alternative options and also hip hop, but now it just seems like hip hop's like the pop, like it's the new thing. It's
that is interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that because like Gina, her high school like nephew and niece came, and that's all they talked about was hip hop. Like you guys like, because I had like some band on the TV. And I think that's kind of how it is. And so I noticed that like there's all this cool like kind of outlaw country independent artists.
Right. That's what I was thinking too when you're saying that. It was just indie, in general, independent artists are a thing, a huge thing.
Yeah, well now like Chance the Rapper, he did his own thing, and like a lot of rappers do that too now. It's cool because fuck the record label, Not the music experts, Craig could correct us, but Benjamin Tod from the Lost Dog Street Band, and the song's called Using Again, and man, fucking deep.
Yeah, right. And when I say, that tells a lot of people's story, man. So many people can listen to that and directly relate to some shit, man,
Yeah, when he talks about like looking in the mirror,
right,
and like despising the man he sees in the mirror, it's like we've all been there.
Right.
We've all been there, but then he's talking about doing heroin, and he's using again, so he tried to get sober, and he's back at it, but he's maintaining an appearance to be enjoy. I don't know. There's a ton of lines I just feel like fuck.
Yeah, he even mentioned God in there, and but not in a traditional country way.
Well, what do you think? You're thinking more country like Christian music, right? Almost.
Yeah, I get. Well, not Christian, but usually country or traditional like church going folks.
Southern, like
right,
kind of,
right.
but. I guess originated from the South, a lot of different artists now, but even California, a lot of people don't know, Little Texas, is, Bakersfield. That's where a lot of, there's a Bakersfield Sound. That's one of my favorite sounds in country music. Merle Haggard, Dwight Yoakam came out of Bakersfield, Buck Owens, and a ton of them.
Wow.
When the Dust Bowl hit, a lot of people don't know this, when the Dust Bowl hit, the Oklahoma or something, Midwest, a lot of them moved to Bakersfield. Because they like started farming and the land was good because the Dust Bowl hit. So they brought this music with it and it just developed. And that's why Bakersfield has like what's called the Crystal Palace. You ever been there? Dude, it's like, it's weird that this thing exists and most people don't know about it. And I had my birthday there a few years back, and it's this old bar. This guy, Buck Owens, used to run that town. And that's where everyone would go on Friday, Saturdays. And you'd have these big ass artists on TV performing there in Bakersfield.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was mostly country?
All country, yeah. I think they might have did a little, I don't know what they do now, obviously everything, but it's still there. And they got this big Cadillac behind the bar posted up.
I would have never known that shit, Jay.
It's like Elvis's Cadillac or something. Yeah, like, because, yeah, man. And this guy, Dwight Yoakam, I got into him. That's how I learned. And my grandpa would be like, oh, yeah, I used to go down to the Crystal Palace and drink. And fucking Buck Owens doesn't pay his workers. Fuck that guy, like talk shit about him. And it was just like, and there was a fight. And it's like, oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, country history goes deep. And it's, it's like mariachi, all that shit.
I don't know anything about Bakersfield either. Like, I just don't even like the place. Like, so dry.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun, right?
But it's got a crazy country history, man. Merle Haggard, I think, lived out there in was it Merle Haggard that lived in a boxcar or something out there, and he became a famous country artist in the 80s.
Okay.
He went to jail and got pardoned by Reagan. I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy stories. I think he went to jail. I forget what he went to jail for. They're all criminals. That's why you said God. I'm all excited. Like God. Like you said something on the country tents. Like, oh man, listen to these guys. There's a dark side of country that is like more the outlaw country, they call it. That existed more in the 80s. And then, radio takes over and makes it clean. A lot of them, like Johnny Cash himself. Yeah.
Hey, you're into your country, huh, Jay?
Oh, dude, deep. I love that shit, man. It gets me excited
man.
because like connects to my grandpa a bit.
Sure.
And man. Love that shit.
Dude, it
gets emotional. Like, it's like, fuck.
Well, now you're making me feel bad because I'm not into Spanish music. Jeez, Jay.
I want to learn Spanish just to get into Spanish music, especially when you learn about the cartels and stuff.
Oh, yeah. The what are those called?
Like the cartel music.
Fuck, I forgot what those are called. See how I'm not into my music, Jay?
Yeah. But
my music.
That's one type of music I really want to get into.